Hi everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. Today we're going to take a look at a CRKT knife, that's Columbia River Knife and Tool. This particular model is the Eraser, and it is designed by Liang Ma. The CRKT worked with him. If you ever get a chance, go to his website and take a look at some of the designs that he's been responsible for. Really creative designer, high quality stuff. He works with all of the top designers like Alan Elishewitz and just everybody else. Just really interesting stuff that he puts together. And this is another good example of it. Comes in a plastic sleeve, and it also comes with CRKT's product lineup booklet here. I've said before, I really like CRKT because of the creativity that they have, the wide variety of products, the number of products, the quality, and the price. I mean, they really hit on all of the main objectives there. There's the knife. A close up on that. It's a full-size knife, so it's, you know, I mean, this is not. You can see the thickness of it there. It's a robust, heavy-built knife, full size. And you can see here it's got a flipper. It's a flipper opening mechanism. So there's no thumb studs or anything. It's strictly a flipper opening, and I like the way it opens. Real nice and easy and quick that way. They've made the pivot so that the leverage, when you press on that flipper, it just really pops out the blade. Hey, you can see what I'm talking about with that profile there. It's you don't see a lot of knives shaped that way, and it really is an ergonomic shape. Let's just go through the technical stats. That blade is 3.8 inches. It is a hollow grind, and the steel is AUS 8. The thickness of the blade is 0.14 inches. So it's got a good thickness to it. Certainly plenty of good steel there. And this particular version, as you can see, is serrated. Now you can get this knife in a satin finish blade, and the bolster on that model is also satin. So you've got like the black and against the satin, makes a nice look. And it's a plain. You can get it also in a plain blade as well as a serrated. So there's different ways you can get the knife. The Rockwell hardness on that blade is 58 to 59. That's a real good hard using amount there. And the overall length is 8.7 inches. The weight, 6.7 ounces. And this handle material that you see here, this is G10. So we'll get down onto that and take a look there. It's kind of you've got the black bolster, steel, and then the G10 back here. It's got a G10 spacer. Now that blade, take a look at that blade. It really kind of almost reminds you a little bit of a chef's knife type of a shape there. You know, I mean, it certainly has a sweep for slicing and cutting, and then of course for sawing you've got, ripping, you've got these serrations here. It has a very acute point, excellent in penetration, kind of a reverse tanto there, with a swedge that really runs the whole length of the knife, the blade. There is a flat spot right here, so you can clamp down on that for resharpening if you're using a clamp system. Again, that's a hollow grind. It does have an adjustable pivot. It's open frame here at this point to allow any debris to flow through, and then again there's that spacer. You can see the jimping back here on the back end as well as along the spine here, back portion. So that's good for the reverse hold. That gives you, your thumb rests right up there and very naturally. That gives you a good hold that way. The ergonomics are very good on this knife. You can see how it kind of gives you a rocking, sawing motion like that very naturally, or a slashing motion like that would work very naturally. Again, the point is very straight ahead, very good on piercing. It feels really solid in the hand. It gives you a very good feeling of quality. And this hump here rides right up into your palm, so it just seats itself real tight in the hand. The flipper becomes a finger guard, so that gives you good thrusting, ability there. It is a liner lock knife, and again, I just love that flipper mechanism. It works so well, and listen to that. Listen to the sound it makes. It almost sounds like cocking a gun. It's enjoyable to work. The knife does have a 4-way pocket clip. It'll arrive from the factory in a tip-up position, right hand tip up, but you can change that to tip down if you want. There's holes drilled here, or you can do left side. It's drilled 4 ways for tip up, tip down, right or left. The liners are thick. I want you to see this so you can see the heavy construction of this. Get a better look at them on the back side. You can see there. See, nice thick liners in there. That's 420 J2 steel. So it's really got a solid frame. The infrastructure of the knife is very solid. It does also have the locks system, and that is deployed by pushing that forward in the open position. And if you're not familiar with that, what that does is that'll move a piece of steel. It'll move a block up against the liner, so that when you push that forward, oops, there we go. When you push that forward, that moves a piece of steel up against the liner, and then it can't come back. You can't close it. It won't close accidentally until you push it back down, and then the knife can be closed. And this is not an auto locks. And I kind of like that. That's one thing that CRKT came up with that I don't know that I really was too fond of is the knife with the auto locks, and that is when you open the blade, that lock automatically engages. And that's not the case here. It's manual. You put it on if you want it on, and if you don't want it on, then you just leave it. I like that. I like it that way best, personally. Does have a lanyard hole here. This is just a really nice, good feeling knife. It gives you a feeling of solid quality, and it's available in, like I say, plain edge or serrated, satin or black. This is a black nitride coating. Yeah, that's the CRKT eraser. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you again.